Melissa, Colorado, with that story, by the way. Kind of cool what they're working on.
I'm on the fence of cool and terrifying.
See, I'm not worried about the safety. All I think about this is like, okay, so people are using helicopters to get around Manhattan, which is like a super
It's kind of next level.
elite,
Right.
like
put my hair
carbon
really
intensive
quick.
thing to do. No, really, right? So like, okay, so they're making that industry better, but that industry is bad to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, so in the case of like, if you're a rich person hopping a helicopter from Midtown to the Upper West Side, or that's like so carbon intensive compared to taking the subway,
Right,
that
which is
making it
transportation
electric
is already
doesn't
there.
really.
Okay.
But it's quieter, so that's nice.
I know. The noise complaints
Strong
there.
opinions from the EV guy.
That's like the perfect example. You ever heard the term greenwashing, where it's like this thing's actually bad, but it will make it seem like a little bit better. Now, if you can get a commercial airliner electric, now we're talking.
Yes,
because there's a
that would
ton
be
of
very
carbon
different.
footprint
Give
there.
it time.
I know. So that's a lot of weight on those bad boys, though. 737 or something. All right. Anyhow. Let's take a look at the visible satellite. A lot of smoke out there in the atmosphere today, and that's what I think was kind of the story of the day. It was warm, and some places kind of hot, but really what people were talking about was that relatively thick layer of smoke up in the atmosphere. Even still, with that around, we dropped a few degrees from our high temperature forecast, but not a ton here. We still got to 82 in Hollis, 86 in Freiburg. It just took us longer because we really need the sun to come down through that layer of smoke. 80 in Augusta right now still, and you can see that ocean influence, onshore flow sea breeze as we expected along the coastline. Dover Foxcroft at 84 degrees, Escort Station at 89. You don't see that all that often. So the rest of today looks good. The smoke obviously hangs around. Tonight down into the 50s, but most of the night spent in the 60s. And then tomorrow is really a hot day because we kick those dew points up a bit, and the surface temperatures themselves should be a little bit warmer than yesterday. So I see a lot of upper 80s here. A stray 90 is possible. We're trying to shave a degree or two off because of the smoke, though. Then pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon. Best chance of those will be in the foothills and mountains. Lowest chance along the coast, but not zero. Everyone has a chance of these thunderstorms. I think there'll just be more of them to the west and to the north, and then those settle down overnight. Friday's a mixture of sun and clouds, right around upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Pop-up showers and storms, though, particularly over southern Maine in the afternoon, maybe into the mid-coast as well. And then we set up for what looks like a showery day on Saturday. I continue to think this is not a washout of a day, even though the front is right over us. It's just not a big shield of rain like the last couple of weekends have been. It's not a coastal low or anything. So I think we do have showers and storms around. It's certainly unsettled on Saturday. I just don't picture it as a day that's raining from start to finish. It is better on Sunday with a mixture of sun and clouds back into the mid-70s. So we've been having nicer Sundays than Saturdays. That certainly is a trend that we see carry into this weekend. I also think it's likely that, we have rain in some capacity, so it'll keep that streak going. 72 or so on Monday with some sunshine, some showers increase as we head into Tuesday and perhaps into Wednesday. And you'll see that coastal influence a bit. I think tomorrow is not as heavy a sea breeze as today, though, so the coast has a chance at least to get into the mid-80s, at least for a few hours, so it'll be pretty warm.
Yeah, we'll notice it tomorrow.
Yeah, and the smoke is still around, it looks like, tomorrow, but it's hot.
That's disappointing,
Yeah.
but all right, it'll move along. Keith, thank you.